Hi everyone, welcome to your stretch workout. Today I'm going to be using a Pilates ring, but if you don't have one of these, that is completely fine. You can actually use a rolled up towel and it'll work just as effectively. So if you need to grab a rolled up towel, feel free to go and do that. You can also use a theraband or even a yoga mat strap as well. So there's multiple things that you can use for this stretch session. We're just going to come to sitting lengthways on the mat. So nice and long with those feet, and we're going to take the ring or the towel and hook it over those feet and just flex the feet back towards you, come back into a C curve. And then you're going to release it off, sitting up nice and tall, and then rock it all the way back and back up, nice and tall and back. This is a really beautiful stretch right through the upper back, all the way down to those hamstrings and back up. You can bring it right around those toes if you like, chin to chest and all the way up. We've got 3 more here. Last 2. And last one, and we're just going to hang back, chin to chest. Really release out through those shoulders. You should be feeling it through those collarbones and coming all the way back up. We'll just pop that ring to the side now. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. So it's like a prayer position with the feet, holding onto those ankles and sitting up nice and tall, coming into a little bit of extension. So we're popping that chest forward and then reaching forward and pulling down towards those feet. Those inner thighs should get a really nice release here. And then pulling all the way up. Chest comes forward and dropping all the way down. Pulling towards those feet. Last one in each direction, all the way up. Pulling that chest forward, nice deep inhale. And coming all the way down, pulling down towards those feet. And we're just going to hold here for a count of 10. 9, remembering to keep breathing nice and deeply right into the back of that rib cage. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming all the way back up. Hands are coming behind you and just opening out through that chest. This is a really nice stretch because we spend so much of our day forward, you know, whether we're on a computer or we're driving or we're holding kids or babies. We really spend a lot of the day forward. So really opening out through that chest, through the front of the shoulders, and dropping that head back if you feel comfortable. If not, you can just bring it forward. Nice deep breaths here. Keep pushing that chest forward. Drop those knees down a little further with every exhale. Last 3, 2, last 1, coming all the way up. All right, we're going to come to lying down now. So take that ring or the towel or the theraband with you, lying all the way down on your mat, and we're just going to put the right foot up to the sky and extend it nice and straight. So we're just working between a bend and an extend. I don't know about you, but I have very tight hamstrings, and so this is always a bit of a love-hate relationship with this stretch, but it's so good to release out through the back of those legs. We've got 4 more here. Last 3, 2, last 1, holding it up to the sky, really pressing that heel to the sky. And then we're just going to open it out to the side. And when you open it out to the side, I want you to keep that opposite hip anchored on the floor. So we want to be conscious not to sort of roll to the side. Keep the opposite side of the body anchored. We're flexing that foot back towards the face. You might get a little bit of a shake here. And then bringing it up and across the body. pulling all the way across the body so you get that really nice ITB stretch. So right down the side of the leg here and down the side of that hamstring. And coming back to center, changing to the other side, extending that other leg up to the sky, flexing those feet to the sky like you want to stamp that foot on the ceiling, and bend and extend. Good, just relaxing into it. Often when we stretch, we tend to hold our breath because it can feel a bit tough stretching. I often feel like stretching is harder than the workout sometimes. So really just trying to breathe into it and have a little pause into that stretch so you get that really nice release. Flex that heel up to the sky and then take that leg across the body, working through that ITB. You can keep that hand on the same side of your leg out to the side just to give you a little bit more stability. And then bringing it out to the side, flexing those toes back towards the face, opening it out to the same side. And coming back to center. We're going to put both legs in that ring now and flex up to the sky. So similar to what we did when we were sitting up, but this can be just a little bit of a deeper stretch with those legs going straight up to the sky. Little release and back. 5 more here. Last 4, taking this opportunity to really feel into the body. Calm that breath. And thinking about a big exhale when you come into that stretch every time. And we're just going to hold up to the sky. Flex those toes back towards the face. Heels to the sky. And with every exhale, try and straighten those legs a little bit further. You can do a little rock side to side. It's quite a nice massage on that lower spine when you rock those legs side to side. And then bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide again, but lying down this time, and then pull that ring or the towel towards you. So we're just really releasing out through those hips and those inner thighs. 2 more deep breaths here. Pushing the soles of the feet together. And coming all the way back up. Nice job. We're just going to come into our 90-degree sit now. So one leg is parallel with the front of your mat and the other leg is back parallel with the side of your mat. So in our 90 degrees, it's called a Z sit. And we're going to just come into our mermaid. So reaching the arm overhead, getting that really nice stretch through the side body and coming to the other side. The trick here is keeping this back glute or hip down to the mat. So quite often we lift it up. I want you to really sit back into it and it's going to give you a really nice stretch right through the back hip. Side to side here. 2 more in each direction, just coming into a nice flow. Last one in each direction. And then bring that hand to the same side as the back leg and we're just going to arch over and sit in this for a little bit, releasing out through that back hip. We're just going to sit for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming all the way up. We swivel those legs to change sides now. Again, coming into that mermaid. So arching all the way over and changing sides, sitting that back hip nice and deep for me. So really anchoring down through that back glute. 2 more each side. Really just relaxing and sinking into it. Last one each side. And we finish over with that hand on the same side as that back leg. Reaching all the way over and we're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming all the way up. Nice job. We come onto our knees now. We're going to come into a hip flexor stretch. So we step the left foot forward to start with, sitting up nice and tall. And what we often have an opportunity to do here is sort of dump into that lower back. What I want you to think about is really tucking that pelvis, and that's going to open out through the front of that hip flexor. And once you've tucked that pelvis, and that might be enough for you, that tuck of the pelvis might be quite a strong stretch into that hip flexor, we're then just going to hinge forward slightly. 3 nice deep breaths here. Exhaling through the mouth. Last 2. Last 1. And then reaching the arm of the back leg over just to get a nice side body stretch. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back to center. Stepping that other leg forward now. So coming into a nice 90 degree to start with that front leg, and we tuck that pelvis. So tuck that pelvis to start with, really get that nice opening through that back hip, and then you can sink a little deeper into it. Again, that tuck might be just enough for you in the front of that hip. We're holding here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we bring that back arm up and over, getting that really nice side body stretch, reaching all the way over. Last 3, 2, 1, and coming up. We're just going to finish with some cat-cows here and then a child's pose to end. So we're going to bring the hands flat on the mat, shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees, and we just arch all the way up, chin to chest, and drop all the way down, opening those collarbones. Arching all the way up, and dropping those hips down. 3 more here. Chin to chest, and open those collarbones wide. Last 2. Last 1. Dropping down, and then we're going to push back onto those heels. Arms extend forward, and we'll finish with 3 deep breaths in a child's pose. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through pursed lips. Nice big inhale, and make that exhale longer than the inhale. Last 1. And exhaling all the way out. Now you might want to stay in that child's pose a little bit longer. Take as long as you need in that child's pose. Well done on completing your stretch. You should feel really good for that. Thanks for joining me.